Let's reverse where traditional homework and lessons take place. Now, I must warn you beforehand, watching this presentation can literally turn your world upside down. I bet as an educator you are asking, why do we need to do this? Why flip? Well, there are a couple of reasons to consider. With a flipped classroom, the content becomes available to the students beyond typical classroom time. Students are now able to access the content anytime. The benefit that comes with viewing content in video format is the ability to stop, pause, play, repeat. Stop, pause, play over and over again until the concept is grasped. When a teacher flips a classroom, the teacher is then free to walk around the classroom. Ultimately, flipping a classroom frees up time for teachers to work with students individually or in small groups, just as education should be. Let's take a quick break to think about how our students are acquiring knowledge. Students of today mostly learn from their phones or computers. Students of today are comfortable with a flipped model as it is usually how they access knowledge. Lastly, we know that some students learn faster than others. Flipping a classroom allows teachers to personalize learning. So how do you flip a classroom? What steps should you take? I would now like to outline how IWIS has successfully flipped a classroom. Step 1. Get the buy-in. Students, parents and the school buy into the IWIS model of flipping the classroom. Step 2. Download the IWIS app with the content in video format for all teachers. Step 3. Parents are then advised to download onto a device for their children. It could be on the parent's device as the students view this at home. Step 4. Classroom management is required, and the IWIS program brings a new approach. Some time needs to be spent on clearly outlining expectations so that both teachers and students are clear on what is expected of them. IWIS provides you with these guidelines. Step 5. Assigned content for homework is provided in a structured way. Now, this can be done as a calendar at the start of the term, outlining which videos will be expected on each day. Students will access the content through the videos assigned, and they will identify questions to work with the teacher the next day. And all the parents have to do is monitor learning in the home. Step 6. Students work on problems in class, applying their learning to solve problems. And the teacher walks around the room and facilitates the learning and helps students when needed. Step 7. Independent learning. In the flipped classroom, students become independent learners. They take more responsibility for their learning and are able to work at their pace. They can move faster if they wish to. Step 8. Peer tutoring. Advanced students who have mastered the content quicker can help and support the students who are having a hard time with the problems. So what does it actually look like? The traditional model has students attending school, where the content is delivered by the teachers, and then students go home to work on problems as their homework. Here, we are getting rid of this model and replacing it with a flipped model. In the flip model, students work on problems when they are at school, and when they are at home, content is delivered through the IWIS app. So let's share some statistics with you, and these are internet-based. English class failure rate decreased from 52% to 19%. Maths class failure rate decreased from 44% to 13%. Social studies failures decreased from 28% to 9%. And the entire 9th grade failure rate went down 33% in 1 year. In 2012, 48% of teachers flipped at least one lesson, and that was up to 78% by 2014. 96% of teachers who have flipped a lesson would recommend that method to others. 46% of teachers researched have been teaching for more than 16 years, but are moving towards flipped classrooms. 9 out of 10 teachers noticed a positive change in student engagement since flipping their classroom, and this is up by 80% since 2012. 71% of teachers indicated that grades of their students have improved since implementing a flipped classroom strategy. And of the teachers who do not flip their classroom lessons, 89% said they would be interested in learning more about the pedagogy.